I was sitting in a grocery store office when the interviewer asked me what were a few of my positive qualities. Positive qualities or not, I answered her question with something along the usual lines of, well, I'm responsible, reliable, I have great customer service skills, and I love people. It's been 6 months since I uttered those words, and do I ever regret that last bit? Because I soon learned that I certainly do not love people. There is nothing I hate more than dealing with customers. They are rude, annoying, ignorant, dumb, selfish, demanding, finicky, ungrateful, idiotic, creepy. Insert word here that best describes someone who expects the impossible. When you're angry because I am incapable of pulling a piece of steak out of thin air, cooking it and having it ready for you in a matter of 30 seconds, don't tell me to learn how to do my fucking job. Am I bitter? Maybe just a little bit, but allow me to demonstrate why by sharing some of my personal experience while serving the public in such a brief amount of time. There's just one burning question I have to ask. Why do customers come in the store 1 minute before closing time, and why do they then take their time making us wait? It's beyond disrespectful. The deli, the slicers that are used to cut meats need to be cleaned and sanitized by the end of the night, and that takes time. One of the most hated things that a customer could do right before close at our store would be ordering meat to the deli. There was once this customer that kept coming back to the deli to get meats, making the deli dude clean his slicer multiple times. It was then 15 minutes after close, and he was still in the store. He came back for round 4. Our deli dude refused to serve him, so the customer got angry and dumped all of his meats on the floor and left. People are illiterate. There is a sign on the door that clearly displays opening and closing times. Every Sunday, our store opens at 9 a.m., and there is the same man that comes every week around 8:45 and bangs on the door until 9 o'clock. One time, one of the doors wasn't locked, and he pushed his way in and started his grocery shopping early, while all the employees gave him dirty looks. My job is to serve already prepared food from our counter. One of my most popular FAQs is how long they should heat something up in the microwave for. I find this question to be incredibly stupid. It drives me crazy. Everyone knows that some microwaves take 30 seconds to set your food on fire, while other microwaves take a good 7 minutes just to heat up the outsides. So when they ask, how do I heat this up, I always have a very strong urge to tell them to put it in until it hurts to touch it, because only you know your microwave. I once had an elderly customer ask if the chicken was vegan. I paused, expecting to hear the words, "I'm just kidding," followed by a laugh. Crickets. The cheese must have slid off her cracker because she was dead serious. There was another customer who drove all the way back to Farm Boy and demanded to speak to a manager because his maple syrup tasted too sweet. But he didn't want a refund. He just wanted to let us know. Another customer was wondering if there were bones in the clearly labeled, largely capitalized, boneless chicken breasts. Let's just say that some of my customers can be best described as being one fry short of a Happy Meal. I love customers as much as I love 3U English, but customers just generally annoy me to a level that I don't think anyone could ever understand. You get your creepy old men who make an excessive amount of eye contact and use your name. Will there be anything else today, sir? No, that's all, Brianna. Have a nice night. You too, Brianna. Bye, Brianna. You also have your 50-year-old woman who look like they came from Orange County or wherever they filmed The Real Housewives of whatever. You gotta watch out for them phonies. Holden would love them. I had one of them shove their hand in my face whilst giving me the duck face because she wasn't satisfied with the container sizes we were offering. Why gotta be so sassy? Then you have your customers who are so specific and finicky, like the ones who want 214 grams of chicken and exactly 214 grams of chicken. So if I have to keep cutting off pieces of chicken for 10 minutes until I get the exact number, then so be it. Apparently, there's a notorious lady who wants her vegetables to be color-coded in different bags. Ain't nobody got time for that. The thing is, I don't even have it that bad compared to other horror stories I've heard. I watched a video of a lady successfully breaking into McDonald's drive-thru, and she tried to beat up an employee over chicken nuggets. I once witnessed a man at McDonald's who got so angry and flustered because he didn't want his chicken to be juicy, so he made the employees recook it twice, then suggested that they shouldn't deep fry it. One of the most popular complaints that I hear is always price-related, as if grown adults have been plethorically whining to a 16-year-old employee about how something is too expensive will actually change the situation, because I'm definitely the one who wears the pants at Farm Boy. Sometimes it's like they actually expect us to change the price ourselves. Once the dude got so angry and returned all of his food to me because the prices were too high. He was like, "Well, what am I supposed to eat for dinner now?" Stupid question number 88. You're in a grocery store and this ain't Animal Farm. Then he came back 5 minutes later and made me repackage it all for him because he decided he wanted to take it after all. Customers suck and I'll do anything in my power to avoid serving them. One time I got so frustrated after serving a customer I threw a box of tomatoes and a bush of cilantro at a wall and I didn't clean it up. Customer service is a harrowing career path, and it's only a matter of time before I snap.